Good morning, students. Welcome to DSS online classes. In previous lecture, you will learn about the topic resistance, resistivity, etc. But today, I will discuss about drift velocity. Now, first term is drift velocity. Drift velocity. It is shown by Vd vector. Okay. We know inside a conductor there are free electrons, and those electrons moving with velocity may be u1 vector. After next collision may be with u2 vector. After next collision with u3 vector, 3 vector. Next u4 vector, u5 vector, etc. inside a conductor. These velocities are called thermal velocity of free electrons. Now, thermal velocity of free electron when external electric field is not applied across the conductor. But if external electric field is applied across any conductor, then velocity of free electron will be called drift velocity of that electrons, right? If you are applying electric potential V, then current will flow across the conductor and an electric field will applied across this conductor. Now thermal velocity will be converted into drift velocity. Now drift velocity may be defined as the drift velocity may be defined as the average velocity of all the free electrons when external electric field is applied. Before external electric field, the velocity of all the electrons will be called thermal velocity, and if you apply external electric field across that conductor, then average velocity of all the electrons will be called drift velocity of that free electrons, right? Okay. Next, before external electric field applied, the average velocity of all the free electrons will be equal to 0. Before electric field applied, average velocity of all the free electrons will be equal to 0. Now derivation of drift velocity in terms of relaxation time. Okay. Now what is relaxation time? I will discuss later. First of all, I will discuss about the derivation of drift velocity in terms of relaxation time. Now derivation of drift velocity in terms of relaxation time. In terms of relaxation time. Derivation of drift velocity in terms of relaxation time. Now take a conductor in which there are u1, u2, u3 are the free electrons, are the thermal velocities of electron. This velocity is u1 vector, this one is u2 vector, u3 vector, u4 vector, u5 vector, and so on. These electrons are colliding to each other. After colliding, electron will change their directions and so on. Now thermal velocity, average thermal velocities of all the free electrons will be equal to 0, because if any free electron is moving in this direction, then another electron will sure and certain move in this direction, both will cancel to each other. Now if one electron is moving towards this direction, then another electron is moving towards this direction, means all the free electron velocity vector will cancel to each other. This will be thermal velocity. Now thermal velocity of all the free electron will be equal to 0. Now if we apply electric field across that conductor, electric field, this one, electric field, okay. Now force acting on electrons will be equal to E into E. Now force will be acting on electron will be into E, okay. First, average thermal velocity of free electrons, so V average equal to U average equal to U1 vector plus U2 vector plus U3 vector plus UN vector divided by N will be equal to 0 vector. This one, average thermal velocity of free electrons. Now force acting on electrons due to electric field. Force acting on electrons due to electric field, so F equal to minus E into E. Now acceleration equal to minus E into E divided by M. This will be acceleration vector, right? This will be acceleration vector. Now after some time, final velocity after applying electric field will change. That final velocity will be called drift velocity. Now after some time, final velocity after collision means after some time final velocities becomes when we applied electric field, electric field, this one is electric field, okay. Now V1 vector equal to U1 vector plus A into tau 1, A vector into tau 1, V equal to U plus AT. Now V2 vector equal to U vector plus A vector into tau 2. Now V3 vector equal to U3 vector plus A vector into tau 3, Vn vector equal to Un vector plus A vector into tau n. These will be final velocity. Now come to the definition of drift velocity. Drift velocity is the average velocity of the all electrons after applying external electric field. Now if we will take average of all these velocities, then we will get drift velocity. Tau 1, tau 2, tau 3 is the time in different collisions. Now drift velocity will be equal to average of all the final velocities. Drift velocity Vd vector equal to U1 vector plus A into tau 1 plus, you can say V1 vector plus V2 vector plus V3 vector plus Vn vector divided by n. This will be average velocity of all the electron after applying external electric field. Now Vd vector equal to u1 vector plus a vector into tau 1 plus u2 vector plus a vector into tau 2 plus dot 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 un vector plus a vector into tau n divided by n. Now separate the terms. So Vd vector equal to u1 vector plus u2 vector plus u3 vector plus dot 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 un vector divided by n plus a vector into tau 1 vector, tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau 3 plus dot 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 tau n divided by n. Okay, now this will be the average velocities of all the thermal velocities, right? This term will be equal to 0 as already I told about it, right? Now a vector into tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau 3 plus dot 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 tau n divided by n. This will be the average time of all the relaxation time. It's called overall relaxation time. Now so Vd vector equal to 0 plus a vector into tau. Put the value of a vector, Vd vector equal to minus E into E vector divided by m into tau, where tau is the relaxation time, E vector is the electric field vector, small e is the electronic charge, and m is the mass of electrons. Right? Okay. Thank you.